I'm a little nervous, Rachel.
I just like the case. Is there any more?
All right, so this is the Graphtec Tusk nut that I bought for Rachel's guitar. It's gonna sit right here, and it looks like a pretty good fit. It looks like it's a good height too, hopefully. I don't think I'm gonna have to do much to this. There is a chance that I'll need to file this down a little bit, but it sits in there really nicely, and I might not even need to use glue. I can just set that in there and the strings will hold it into place. And there's a little wiggle here. Oh, there's a lot of wiggle. Okay, I gotta fix that. And I think the best way to deal with this is to file off this part of the nut so that it sits flush onto there. So that's what I'm gonna do. So you can see I carved out this little channel here, and it should fit perfectly on there, and now it doesn't wiggle anymore. So, custom fit. Okay, I think the final thing to do now is to string it up and see how it sounds. One really cool thing about the nut that I got, it's a Graphtec nut, and I think it's actually made of graphite or some variant of graphite. And what that means is, you may have seen me on this channel in the past, right before I string up a guitar, I'll take a pencil and put graphite into those little slots that the strings go into. And the reason I do that is so the string can smoothly move through those grooves without getting snagged or anything like that, because that causes tuning issues. But since this piece is actually made out of the stuff that I typically lubricate it with, I don't have to do that. So this nut will just always be able to smoothly have the strings go through it, which is kind of cool. All right, we've run into an issue. So the nut is too low down, which means that when the string goes through the nut, it's not being lifted up by the nut high enough to clear the first fret. When you pluck the string, you hear like a real bad buzzing sound. So I'm gonna need to find a way to shim the nut so that it is a little bit higher than it currently sits. So I took a little piece of wood and made this little piece, which will sit right here with enough room for the truss rod. And then the Graphtec nut will go right here. And I think that raises it up just enough. All right, we got one string down. 5 more to go. Let's go for it. All right, let's take a look and see what we got ourselves into here. Ooh. All right, I like that. Let's see how this sounds. Let's give it a little bit of drive. Let's see. gotta play a little AC/DC, even if you play it terribly. So this is a very fun guitar. I love the way it sounds. What a journey. What a journey on this guitar. I feel like this guitar, ironically, has the smoothest, most shiny finish of any guitar that I've done so far. Like, I actually did a really good job with the lacquer, but it cracked a lot. So you've got all that finish checking. I learned so much from doing this guitar. I used the Cricut, which I've never done before, for this logo. I think I'm gonna continue doing that. That worked out really nicely. I learned a little bit about staining, and I'm not giving up on staining. I'd like to do it on a different guitar in the future with a different type of wood. I learned that I really like the SG style guitar. I really do. I like the shape, I like the feel of it, I like the sound. It has just like this bite that's like really fun. I think that if it had the silver instead of the gold, it just wouldn't look as classy as it does, and I just think this has such a neat look to it. I really like it. I don't know. And I like the neck. The neck, I didn't over polish the neck, so it still has kind of a semi-glossy, satiny finish to it, so it's really easy to move around on the neck of the guitar, and like doing stuff like that is hard to do on a guitar with a super glossy neck, and this works really well. Overall, I'm pleased with this. I think that it turned out pretty cool. It has a lot of character to it. I hope that Rachel likes it. All right, all that's left to do now is to give this to Rachel. So let's take one final look at it, pack it up, bring it over to Rachel. I am here with Rachel.
Hey!
Are you ready for your final reveal?
Yes, it's been so long.
It has been really long. How long has it been? It was before Christmas.
Yeah, I want to say 3 months, 4 months.
It's a long time for this one. Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Where do you want to?
I want to sit on the fuzz fur couch.
Okay. I'm a little nervous, Rachel.
I just like the case. Just anymore. That looks so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. Last time I saw it, it was like not the bad, but the deep, deep purple.
Oh yeah, I did show you the deep purple.
This looks so much different. Oh, I love this. Christopher, it's good. I love it. I don't remember how to play anything on it.
Perfect. That's a D. You played a D. You did it.
Dude, this is cool. I love it. And I'm usually not one for sparkles, but it works on a guitar.
Yeah.
It looks perfect.
And I lacquered it heavily so that none of the sparkles will rub off onto you.
No, look at this. No sparkles.
No sparkles.
No sparkles. Can you play it?
Yeah, you can plug it in.
To it?
Yeah. Ooh, Rachel.
I did it.
Playing the G chord, playing the D chord.
You did this when I was a kid. You
Oh
you
yeah.
were playing the blues.
You hit the fifth, third, and open. Some variation of that.
You used to have me sing the blues, and you would just play that over and over again when we were kids.
Yeah, that was when I was really good at guitar, way back then.
Way back then, you only knew that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christopher. I think this is beautiful. I'm gonna hang it on my wall in the podcast room for sure.
Awesome.
It looks cool.
All right, there you go.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Gifted Guitars. It was really fun giving the guitar to Rachel. It was such a long wonderful learning experience working on that guitar, and I'm so happy that now she has it. Be sure to check out her podcast channel. I'll put a link down below. I think she's gonna hang it in the set of that, so you can see it there whenever you wanna see that guitar and hear a cool podcast. Rachel hosts a podcast with my mom. It's a fun family time. Also, I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to this channel, and if you haven't yet, but you're watching these videos, please consider subscribing. It means a lot to me. It's a lot of fun for me to make these videos, and I hope that you're enjoying them. I will be back next week with a whole new guitar build. I'm very excited about this next one. You don't want to miss it, so make sure your notifications are turned on. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have something to say, put it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.